welcome to Lift Class. I can talk. Lift Class, not Lift Class. Lift Class. I would like you today to play your own music, get out a whole bunch of weights, and we're going to be doing our warm-up, lower body, upper body, a challenge, and then core work today. It's going to be 30 minutes, pretty quick, okay? We'll be working in increments of like 40 seconds of work, 5 seconds of a quick transition in the first part with legs. So it's going to be, you know, pretty much like circuits almost, or like your heart rate's going to get up there, okay? And then we'll do upper body, which are going to be 2 exercises back to back at a time, working through the chest, the biceps, the triceps, the back, okay, so everything. And then we have a shoulder set, and then we have a full body set, and then we have core work. So that hopefully talk gave you time to get your music set, to get your weights out. I am going to go on the lighter side today, but I'll try to guide you with what to be doing or what to be using. Our first exercise after our warm-up is going to be a clean to lunge. I'm going to modify, well, I don't want to say I'm not going to modify. I'm going to do a variation of it that's going to be different than a regular clean to lunge. If you know what a clean to lunge is and you prefer to do it that way, please do. I'm going to take one heavy weight, put it in front of my opposite shin, and take a lunge back, okay? But if you want to just do a clean with 2 weights into your lunge, that's fine too, okay? Just want to kind of tell you that you have options when you get to that part, because when we get there, I'm not going to be able to explain it that long, okay? Let's warm up. Ready, set? Water's out, sweat towel's out. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We've got squats with arm swings, squats with arm swings. So we're just coming down and up, pushing our heels into the ground, our booty back, toes are forward, chest is proud. The whole time, reaching those fingertips to the ceiling. If you want to come up to the toes, by all means, please do. Get a little bit more, what I want to say, range in those ankles. I can talk today, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just stand here and do the exercises. All right, spinal rotations. Fingertips by the ears. You can put them at your forehead. You can put them behind your head. All right. I just put them right on the sides of my head, twisting through, lifting up a heel, lifting up a heel, lifting up a heel, right through the torso. Start drawing your belly button in, keeping your core engaged. And then we're going to come a little bit wider, toes turned out, come down into a deep squat, and back up. Hands are still up, elbows are still out. Kind of a challenge, isn't it? That's why I had you open up your hips and turn those toes out a little bit more so you can get deep while keeping yourself upright over your hips. If you are tracking today's workout on a watch or something, I just put it on traditional strength training, but you could do cross training too, that'd be fine. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and take your feet hip width and reach side to side. Slowly get yourself there and stretch. Oh goodness, that's where I need these stretches. Little glide down the thigh, finish off, and we're gonna come into a hip hinge. Legs are straight, slight bend in that knee. We're gonna stick the butt out, flat back, and then hinge, come back on up. Let's go prisoner, we call these prisoner arms, okay? So hinge forward, almost like a morning glory, and then squeeze the glutes and the booty to pull yourself back up. Belly button drawn in tight, proud chest, shoulder blades together. So we're activating the back of the hamstrings and the glutes. Next up, pretend like you have weights in your hands. You're gonna go squat press, squat press. Actually, it's supposed to be a lunge press. Let's do a lunge. Lunge press. I was like, we did enough squats. We're alternating legs. Lunge press, lunge press, lunge press. All right, and then we're going to head into the leg section. The leg section, like I said, 1 weight or 2. I'm going to do a squat lunge staying on the same leg, you may take a clean to a lunge. Ready, set, go. So I'm doing this to get a little bit more activation in my legs. So it's a squat, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings into that lunge, okay? Squat, chest is still lifted. So I guess I was saying I was trying to go to my opposite shin, but I'm a little bit centered. So you're either doing your clean and your lunge, just means you're popping up your weights into a lunge. Your right leg is forward the whole time. So we're not alternating. And then we're gonna come into a front-loaded squat, or top-loaded. So if you have weights in your hands, 2 of them, you're gonna hold them here. I'm just gonna take this one weight, and we're squatting, whew, and then breathing. That was fast. My heart rate's going up really fast. My breathing is coming up pretty fast. All right, tailbone back, toes forward. Push your heels into the ground. Squeeze the legs. Squeeze the butt. As you come up to the top, core is tight. You have to keep your core engaged and tight during a front load so that you protect your back. If you need to drop the weights down to your side in suitcase hold, that's fine. We've got 3 seconds here, and then we switch to our clean lunge on the other side. So if you're doing it like me, switch arms, switch legs. And if you're doing it, whew, there we go, in your rhythm. And if you're just doing it a clean to lunge, you've got 2 weights, maybe like 2 10s. All right, so concentration for me is on this left leg right now. Okay, and no matter what you chose to do here, concentration is on that left leg. Squat, lunge, squat, lunge. Pause it. If you have 2 weights in your hands, you're gonna hold the weights like this. If you have 1 weight like me, you're gonna hold the weight like this. All right, so we went from top loading, holding the weights parallel, to now holding your palms towards your chest, okay? Or I'm just hugging this weight right here. Core tight, squeeze the legs. We're gonna go through all this one more time. And my heart rate got up there really quick. I'm breathing. All right, pause. Whew. We're starting with our right leg. Ready, set, go. So you keep going. Let me show you the clean lunge. Like that. Basically doing a lunge. Flipping from here, okay? Keep going, keep going. I showed you with no weights, I'm showing you with weights now. You got 8 seconds left. You guys, we're just moving this whole time. Pause. Okay, top load, front load squat. You either have 2 weights like this, or 1 weight right here. Begin, toes forward, tailbone back. Belly button drawn in, okay? So make sure as you come down, you're squeezing through your center. You have to adjust your body for the squat, okay? It's different than here, okay? You're a little bit more upright. You've altered where the weight is trying to pull you forward, okay? Not just straight down. So you need to tighten that core. Other side. Clean lunge. Or for me, a squat lunge. For you, you choose. Ready, go. Other leg. So all you're doing is really flipping that weight at your elbow and racking it. Okay? And it doesn't matter if you're doing it my way or with 2 weights in your hands and doing a standing clean lunge. Okay? It's just a little tuck of the elbow, reverse the grip of your weight. Push through the legs. Push your heel into the ground. Booty and hamstring. And quads. To be on fire. Okay. So now I'll show you this way. So now you're holding the weights like this. Okay? Or you're hugging the one weight at your chest. You're picking your own good tempo. And then that's it for legs. We're gonna move on upper body. Except for legs for right now. We're breathing. Squeeze. Toes forward. And time. Woo, breathe, 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 breathe. Okay, we don't have a ton of time, so I'm gonna pause it so I can explain to you what's next. We have a bent over wide row. So when you're doing a wide row, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together in the back. Your elbows are coming out wide. Football goalposts look like this, yes? That's all you're doing. Make some goalposts. Lead with the elbows, squeeze with the back. Okay, blades together in the back. So if these are your shoulder blades, they're coming like this. Squeezing, squeezing, okay? You are draping straight down and then out. So it's not like this. It's release, pull, release, pull. Then you come down to the ground for wide push-ups. It's 40 seconds of each back to back. We get a quick 10-second transition to reverse grip bicep curls, and then overhead tricep extensions. And then we're going to repeat similar muscles, but this time we're going to go narrow row, narrow push-ups, which engage that tricep. And then we're going to do hammer curls, tricep kickback. So same muscles, different movements, just changing the range a little bit, okay? So get your weight set for wide row. Get ready to hit the ground for push-ups on your knees or toes, okay? Ready? In 8 seconds, we go for 40. 40 wide row, 40 wide push-up. Ready, set, go. Long spine, tailbones out behind you, elbows pull to the side, 90-degree bend on that elbow. Your wrists just drape down straight from your forearm, so I don't want to see any kinking or curling, and I also don't want to see you chicken necking like this, okay? All you're doing is the arms right here. The arms. That's it. Squeeze the blades. Moving the arms using the back muscles to do the job. Squeeze. Squeeze. You can pull your elbows kind of behind you a little bit, okay? Down for your wide push-ups, knees or toes. Yikes. Thought I'd have time to pull my bat over, but there's a weight on it, so that's not gonna happen. Push-ups, wide push-ups, go, 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 go. Don't wait for me to set my dainty knees up here. All right, wide, that means that you're wider than your shoulders. Your chest is coming down, even with your elbows. Fingertips are forward. Neck is neutral. Draw. Your chest to the ground, hollow out your armpits. All right, 10 seconds to transition to reverse grip curl. If you want to stay on your knees and do it kneeling, that's fine. Otherwise, elbows tucked in. Reverse grip just means you're turned out. Okay? Hello, forearms. They engage just a little bit more. I'm using 10s. 10s are fine. 8s, 5s, they're good too. All right, and then I'm going to switch out when we go to overhead tries and do a single weight. You can choose to keep 2 weights or 1 when we get there. Okay, elbows tucked in. My forearms are screaming at me. Core tight, try not to rock that body. Then we go into overhead triceps. Like I said, I'm grabbing 1. I'm going to do a little diamond hold. Elbows ahead of my forehead and tricep extensions. You may kiss 2 weights together and do the same with 2 weights. That's up to you, okay? Squeeze the back of the arms. Protect your head. Try not to hit your neck or your back with those weights. Control it. Squeeze the top. We're going to come to a bent over narrow row next. Okay? So it looks like this. Straight down from the shoulders. Blades squeeze together, okay? Palms face in. Your arms are parallel. It's tight to the body. I want those weights to come up right underneath that rib cage and that hip bone, okay? Right between it. Squeeze the back together at the top. Let the muscles in the back do this work. Squeeze. The bigger your lats, the wider you have to pull those weights just a little bit. Like I'd love, keep going, to say that I can pull it right here, but the truth is if I'm using my lats, I have to come up a little bit. So if you're like me and you have wide lats, because you're building them, it's okay. All right, narrow over push-up means that we are coming in closer to our body. You can turn out your fingertips slightly, come down, come up. This engages your triceps just a little bit more, okay? So don't be afraid to work the back of the arms as you press yourself away from the ground. You're doing awesome. Anybody else just like fatiguing already? Goodness gracious, 3 seconds left. We come to a hammer curl. If you want to do it on the floor, that's fine. Or you can stand, kneel or stand. Hammer curl, go. Elbows are pinned into your side. My shoulder to my bicep does not, or my shoulder, my elbow does not move. Okay. Just my forearm as the lever at the joint of the elbow moving. Core is tight. Stagger your stance if you need to. If you're on your knees, extra core work, extra bonus for you. It's harder to hold yourself from that position, and it's really a lot of core work. Extra. Fight through it, 3 seconds. Okay. Bent over tricep extensions are next. So if you're on the ground on your knees, you're just going to take a knee and kick back here. Okay, if you're standing, fully bent over, elbows hiked up above the rib cage, squeeze at the top. Squeeze at the top. You are not swinging and swaying like this. Okay, it's controlled. Controlled. Squeeze. We have to catch ourselves when we get in bad habits, or when we do things. You know, when you're moving through a class, a lot of times in person, there's a beat of music. You know, we do it. Go ahead and stop. And you get into these habits of like swinging and swaying, and I've seen instructors do it and it drives me nuts. And we gotta control. We gotta control. There's no control on those muscles. Okay. So, shoulders are next. Go light. 5 pounds, 3 pounds. Okay? Trust me, 5 pounds, 3 pounds. We're gonna come lateral raise. Right here, shoulder height. Set, go. We're here for 20 seconds. And then we have a 10-second hold. Okay? There is no stopping. That's why I said grab a 3 or a 5. Okay, in each hand. I mean, heck, if you got like something less than that, a 1 or the air, that'll work fine too. Okay, hold at the top. Turn your palms to me. Open them up. Open them up. You got 5 more seconds. Just got a dog here in my mouth. Okay. Overhead, down. Overhead, down. Circle. A half circle. Paint an arch. Paint 2 pie pieces to make a circle, but don't clank at the top. Please control it. All right. Hold. I'm sorry, hold it up here. Get them up, get them up, get them up. Draw your shoulder blades back behind you. And then your ears out of your shoulder. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, from here, I'm gonna drop down to 1 weight. It's true. This is 1 5-pound weight. From here to here. If you wanna keep your 2, go for it. 8 would probably be perfect right here for me. right, now hold it straight in front of you, right here, right here. Woo! We did the top half, let's do the bottom half. Woo, release it, lift halfway. Lift halfway. This is it for shoulders. That was pretty quick, but I mean, do you feel them? I like it. I like it a lot. If you don't feel them, I'm sorry. Hopefully tomorrow you will. You don't feel it now, but tomorrow, maybe. All right, so this is what we got next. Woo, we've got a clean to press. So I'm gonna go with my 10s. We're gonna do 1 rep on the bleep. I'm gonna turn up my phone loud. So hopefully you hear it. You're gonna hear, hopefully it goes beep. And then every time you hear that beep, you're gonna go clean, press. Okay? Ready? Set, listen for it. It doesn't get louder. Beep. 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 It didn't get louder, so I'm going to be your beep. Beep. So rack it, cross it. Beep. A little bit of legs. Beep. Beep. You feel it getting faster just by a smidge. Beep. Beep. I don't know how many we're going to end up doing when it's all said and done. Beep. I'll count later. Beep. 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 Just keep going. Beep. 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 It's too fast for me. Beep. Woo. Beep. Beep, beep. Just keep going to the end. Holy smokes. I can't move that fast. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going without me. I don't like this bleeping thing. Woo. Woo. Pause. Holy cow. Did anybody get all those? You're amazing if you did. Come down for core work. How are those shoulders? Oh. If you'd like to, grab one 10-pound or one 5-pound dumbbell. Otherwise, come down to the ground. We're going to go 30 seconds of every exercise. Follow me. We start in plank. So, on your knees, and then lift up, high plank. If you need to be on your knees, that's fine, but get yourself in good position, good form. Hands under the shoulders, tilt your pelvic towards your chin, squeeze your glutes. You're on the balls of your feet. Your stance is about hip width. If you need to go wider, roll your belly button towards your spine. Keep your core tight. Reach out of the armpits. Push the ground away from you. Spread your fingertips out wide. Palms to the floor. Let's come to a side plank hold on your elbow, on your hand, whatever. Okay? You can either stack your feet, come to a knee, or top leg is front leg. You need to put a hand here, that's fine too. All right, I don't care which side you went to, just reach up and out of that shoulder, don't like fall in yourself. Lift that hip, reach out of that shoulder. We're gonna roll over and do the other side in 5 seconds. Ready, set, go. So you roll over on your elbow, on your hand, you choose other side. Breathe here, lift your hips. Keep yourself in alignment from head to heel. Straight line. You got 10 seconds left. Then we'll pause for 10 and you're gonna lay on your back. 3, 2, 1. Come out of it. Child's pose or just lay right on your back, okay? Whew. 3 moves back to back. We're gonna start with a leg drop if you need to. Hands underneath those sit bones. Toes to the ceiling, you're gonna drop and lift. And as soon as you see what I'm doing and you know what we're doing, start. If you'd like to lift, head, neck, and shoulders up. Add some more resistance, please do. You may also bend the knees, tap the heels, bend the knees, tap the heels, okay? 5 seconds left here, and then you can choose to grab a weight or not. It's up to you. If you grab a weight, we're going crunches to the toes, and if you have no weight, you're still doing crunches to the toes. If you need to, bend the knees, okay? But we're crunching, crunching, crunching. Our next exercise will combine both, all right? So you have to think about if you can do this with a straight leg or a bent knee. And if that's not happening, give me just a regular crunch, okay? Otherwise, we're here, arms and the legs, okay? Or if you need to, arms and legs, okay? And then worst case, you're here crunching, all right? Or you're here, okay? So choose where you're at today. A little bit of everything for me. All right, and then release. Headed back to plank. We're repeating all of that again, okay? So planks are first. Whew. Spread your fingertips wide, hands underneath your shoulders, toes in line with your hips. Flat back, flat spine, shake your head no, shake your head yes. Get your neck neutral, eye gaze in front of you, not at your knees, not your toes, not even at your fingertips, just a little bit ahead of you, okay? Tilt your pelvic towards your chin, squeeze your butt, get your booty out of the air, push yourself away from that ground. Shoulder blades together in the back if you need to come to the knees, but you don't have to because we're going into side plank. We're already there. Pick a side and get to it. Straight line from head to heel, okay? Either top leg is front leg or stack the feet. Keep the hips stacked. We've got 8 seconds left here before we move to the other side. I should see you shaking. I should see your obliques lifted. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Whew. Oh, this side feels a little better. Probably because it's fresh. The other side by the end of that one was like getting to me. All right, we're lifted, we're lifted. Again, if you need your hand on the ground just for a little bit of assistance for balance, that's fine. But I want you to use your hips, your obliques to lift and squeeze that muscle. That's where the work is happening. And release, lay down. Woo. One more set of leg drops. Straight leg or bent leg, you choose. Hands underneath the hip bones. Make sure your lower back is on the floor and begin. Head, neck, and shoulders can be down or lifted. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Think about your lower abs lifting those legs up. Okay, it's not your legs, it's your abs. Lifting up just underneath your belly button. All right, with or without a weight, crunches. You can go without a weight right now. I was gonna grab it and then I was like, oh, I'll just try it like this. Oh yeah, I'm feeling them. So I'm gonna stay right here. You need to bend those legs, okay? Maybe you have tight hamstrings and it's just nearly impossible to get those legs up, and that's fine, okay? We're gonna do both. We've got overhead, you can even come bent knee, whew. Okay, crunch, or full lift here. Oh, come on, abs. This is it. This is our last exercise. And I am feeling these a lot. My abs are screaming, you are done. Reach wall to wall. I don't know if yours are, but I'm just gonna sit and complain and whine. That was me whining. Oh, okay. And maybe you're like, I don't feel it, Trey, so that's fine. That's fine. Good for you. Reach, 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 reach. How'd that go for you today? It was a quick lift, okay? As I say every time, if there's something you want to go back to and repeat, if you want to do another set of the shoulders, go back, by all means, repeat it, okay? You're welcome to do that. Whatever you think you need today, you go do that. once before, if it seemed familiar to you. I try not to repeat workouts. I don't know if you found that out yet, but in all the months we've been doing this, which has been many, you won't find, other than like the warrior rhythm and soul fusion routines and kickboxing, you won't see a lot of repetition. I try to make sure that like the lift and the shift or my HIIT and my cardio, you know, things, my boot camps are different every time. I try not to make those the same. I try to give you a lot of variety. We work the same muscles, but do something different, interesting each time. So we have done this once before. And I probably did different exercises on a couple pieces of it. So like this core section, I made it different. It was supposed to be like Turkish get-ups. And if you like them, cool, but they're not always, in my opinion, the safest for a classroom setting. I think that they're, and especially virtual like this, like I need to be one-on-one with you in person. I've just heard of too many people getting injuries, lower back issues because of it. So if you like Turkish get-ups, go for it. I'll tell you how to do them. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, we'll try them another day in person together, okay? All right, fold forward, get those legs stretched out, long, proud spine. Walk the hands up the legs, skip the knee or roll it up. Let's get the chest open, down and back. You were in plank and you did push-ups today, so let's open up that chest. Tomorrow's kickboxing, we're gonna do the same routine as the last 2 weeks, because last week I didn't get to teach you, so I'm going to teach it tomorrow. It's a fun one. It's got a lot of fun stuff in it. All right, go ahead and open up those shoulder blades. Other side. As always, thank you so much for joining today. Take an arm across. Listen, the time you spend on yourself will never be a regret, right? It's the time you don't spend on yourself that you beat yourself up for, or you feel like, man, I really should have made time for myself today and I didn't. So when you show up and you do this for yourself every single day, and you don't even like think twice about it, you're just like, yep, I have to do it, I have to do it. It's my time, it's for me, it's gonna make me a better person for everybody around me. You just don't second guess it, just show up, just do it, okay? Leave no room for regret, is what I'm getting at. We all know what that feels like to beat ourselves up over not getting, like hitting the intention that we set for ourselves. So if you intend on working out and you don't, you know you beat yourself up all day until it happens. And then if it doesn't happen the next day, you wake up and you're like, man, I was so mad at myself yesterday, I'm gonna work out today, right? Just don't leave room for that. Pat yourself on the back. We all know that when we put something in our mouths that we're like, oh, I know, like, and there's no like I should or shouldn't. If your goal is to enjoy life and eat balanced and just be totally balanced and not care about, you know, vanity things, then eat the food, do the things, okay? But if your goal is to lose 20 pounds, you've gotta watch what you're putting in your mouth, right? So we do this to ourselves. We're like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that, you know, that regret. Don't put it in your mouth, it won't leave room for regret. So that's just my little soapbox for you today, my little reminders for you today. You guys know I practice what I preach and I say what I've lived through, and I've lived through pretty much all of the above that I told you. I'm in a state right now where I'm kind of like, I take full responsibility for what I put in my mouth and how it turns up on my body, how it shows up. That's fine, I'm okay there. I'm in a really good place, but it's taken me years to get there. So if you're somebody who's working on it, keep showing up, keep focused, keep your intentions, leave no room for regret. I am always here for you and you know it. And I hope you have a great day. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow for kickboxing. Bye, guys.